Aloha, it's Matthew, and I have some fun swatches for you today. I've got the birthday cat collection from Holo Taco. Unfortunately, they are sold out, but I figured I was still going to swatch these out, and if you see one that you can't live without, maybe you could find it on a Polish D-Stash or some other site that's probably going to be charging way too much for it. They are magnetic. If you don't know, here, let me flip them to the side. This one is the Menchie Cat Eye. And this one is the Cool Cat Mom. And this one is the Xyler Cat Eye. And I was planning on just picking up these two, and then I heard other people raving about the Cool Cat Mom, so I went ahead and got all three. I'm just going to try each one on a single finger and magnetize them for you. For the sake of brevity, because magnetic polishes just take a little bit longer since you have to wait on each coat. There is the instruction to give it a gentle shake to mix in the magnetic particles. So I'm just going to twist it around a few times here. I have a tendency to forget, since this is since recording this is new to me, I keep forgetting to ask people to subscribe if you like what you see. If you like nail content, stamping, I do nail stamping also, like maniology stuff, and swatches. And if any of that sounds fun to you, then feel free to subscribe. So I'm just going to do the cat eye magnetization. If you can see, the outer edges are that darker copper, and then the magnetized particles or pigments are right there on that center line. And then afterwards, I'll take you outside into the sunlight and we can take a look at them, because there is also a scattered hollow in each one of these. Excuse me. Okay, I think I'm going to move on to the next one, which is going to be Cool Cat Mom. I guess I can give it a little twist here. Okay. And so, if your nails, or I'm sorry, if your finger is really thick, this finger over the magnet trick might not work the best for you. We're going to find out right now if, oh, it worked on this finger, which I think, aside from my thumb, might be my thickest finger. Just going to adjust the angle on that. So this one is, well, it looks purple in the bottle, but the base is a blue and the magnetic is a pink shimmer. And I think that that one for sure is going to need a second coat. So now the other thing about magnetizing it underneath your finger like this is that people have said that they don't get such a crisp line versus you can take and hover the magnet over your nail. I just feel like if I do that, I'm probably going to hit it and then have to start all over again. Okay. And let's move on to this last one, is the Menchie Cat Eye. And the two, the Menchie cat eye and the Xyler cat eye, are supposed to be reminiscent of Cristine from Holo Taco's cat's eyes, what they look like. This one is like a soft sage with a golden magnetic particle. And so far, I don't know. I think it's a toss-up between Xyler and Menchie for me. Okay, so let's move back to Xyler again for a second coat. So the way things happen here in Hawaii, I always joke that efficiency is really frowned upon here because okay, so my registration on my car lapsed. It expired, and I didn't get the notification that it expired because it went to my old address, and for some reason it didn't forward to my new address. And you also have to have a safety inspection. Hmm. Um, and that's a separate thing. That's a separate. They make sure that your windshield wipers are working. They make sure that your lights are all working. You know, safety stuff. And so there is a kiosk in Safeway where you can renew your registration. And I thought I could cheat the system and outsmart everyone by just going in there. And they thought that through. They already figured people would try and do what I did. So it would not allow me to renew my registration. It said that I needed to go to the Department of Motor Vehicles to get my registration. So I went there the other day and I stood in line and I got to the front and the lady told me, oh no, I was in the wrong place. First, I have to go get a temporary safety, meaning that they look at the things that I was talking about, your headlights, you know, they make sure that your car's in working order, and you get a temporary pass, and then you have to go back and get your registration renewed, and then you have to go back and get your actual safety. And so I kind of dedicated a whole day to doing this because I knew it was a bunch of jumping through hoops like that. And so when I realized I had to get the temporary safety, for some reason my insurance, my proof of insurance was here at home. I think it renewed recently and I cut it out and I set it on the desk and I never put it in my car. So I drove home and I tried to pick up my proof of insurance and I kind of dawdled around because these polishes showed up and I was looking at them in the box. And so then I went back out and I showed up to the safety place at about 3 p.m. And the guy's sitting there and he says, oh no, we stopped doing safety checks at 2. You have to come back tomorrow. I mean, he's sitting there. He could do it, but they stop at 2. So back to my efficiency is frowned upon here. And so I just gave up on it that day. And that was also the day that I recorded Dia de los Muertos nail stamping tutorial. I had used this CX Polish Blazing Twilight. It's black to red multi-chrome with reflective glitter and scattered hollow. There's a lot going on in there. And so it was like this perfect vampy red to black and I stamped bones all over it, and ghosts, and fun Dia de los Muertos stuff. And I posted it, and my microphone cut out. Halfway through the video, my microphone just stopped. And so, oh, I did get one thing accomplished that day. I did stop by AutoZone and I picked up oil and I changed my oil. I know I paint my nails, so that might make you think that it might make you think something, but I'm kind of a combination of Butchie and Queen. I could change my own oil, and I changed the brakes on my car. I even changed the transmission fluid once. But I also paint my nails. And I sew. So if you don't know about magnetics, when you put on your top coat, you want to keep your magnet under there too, because it's going to slightly reactivate the polish. And in order to keep your magnetics from dispersing too much, you want to put your magnet back under when you put your top coat on. Okay. I think, oh, you know what somebody else used? Drying drops. I think when I go to do a full manicure on these, on my final top coat, I'm going to hit it with drying drops to really lock in the polish from moving anymore. But I think we can call that one good. Okay. It's kind of looking like these magnetics are a little bit more dispersed. But we'll see when we go out into the sunlight. This is actually my first time, well, it's my first time of playing with magnetics on my nail, because I got, which one was it? KB Shimmer, a magnetic one that kind of looks like the universe. It's kind of like dark purple, and then it's got like a green magnetic to make like an aurora borealis look. And I did that on a swatch nail, but I still haven't worn it in person yet. These colors, you guys, are so pretty. I am really excited about this. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to move on to the final nail, the Minchi Cat Eye. And then we'll take it outside and take a look. I'll try and be fancy and call it studio lighting. It's a ring light and a desk lamp here in my room. The studio lighting doesn't quite give the full effect as sunlight does, because sunlight really plays with those holographics. And yeah, that looks beautiful. Okay, you guys, I am really happy I picked up all three of these. I'm definitely getting universe vibes from this one. I'm getting fall vibes from this one and this one. And I'm really happy with how those magnetics turned out. I'm going to have to try some of the other ways, those styles you can magnetize, because you can use this round magnet, and you can also do, they call it aura, where you go sideways you go on the sides and in the front and in the back, and it kind of makes the particles stand up, I think. I think that's what it looks like, velvet on your nails. So we'll have to see how that turns out, trying the different styles. Okay, but I think I'm gonna cut it here and we'll go outside and take a look at the nails in the sunlight. Okay, bye. All right, this is Baby the cat. He's my little pumpkin. He came with a house that I moved into in the jungle when I first moved here. And he came with the name Baby the cat. Um, but here are those cat eyes. Let's see here. Yeah, look at that magnetic stripe. I hit this one with the Xyler cat eye, not magnetized, so that you can see the difference between the magnetized stripe. And then there is the cool cat mom. And there is the Menchie cat eye. And then Menchie cat eye not magnetized. Hey, Beauregard. That's Beauregard. Okay, you guys. Here we go. Look at those magnetic stripes. Those are really cool looking. All right, I can't wait to do a full mani on those. I think this one and this one are going to probably be the base for some fall manis coming up because we still have, well, y'all still have fall until winter comes, but I kind of have eternal summer here. Not rubbing it in, just saying. Okay, bye.